Hello again. Okay, so now that we went over the checklist, let's look at some examples. I'm going to use class 2 today, English and math, because they're very different subjects. So let's start with math. So what I like right away about this DLM is that it's very clearly labeled class 2 math distribution 6. It has the teacher's name and their phone number. The top says week 1, and then the topic is also listed, counting, number, and name. So right away, I know exactly what grade I'm looking at, what subject, and I know what information is going to be in the DLM. This weekly plan looks really good. So on the left, I have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. We don't want to use days of the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because if the kid gets the DLM on a Tuesday, they're going to be like, well, should I start on Tuesday or should I start on Sunday? Better to just be like, when you get your DLM, start on day 1. Then they have the topic for every day. So on day 1, they're going to do the topics of counting and number names. Day 1 has 3 activities. Number 1, count and write. Number 2, drawing. And number 3, write the numbers from 1 to 150. And then what we added is a little tick box so that as the students do the activities, they can tick, tick, tick. I did count and write. I did drawing. I wrote my numbers 1 to 150. Then if you scroll down, day 1 is clearly labeled. And then we have activity 1, count and write. Activity 2, drawing. Activity 3, write the numbers from 1 to 150. And then there's also an A and B for 3. You have to do some coloring and some circling. Then below, you'll see clearly labeled day 2. So the students won't get confused about what they're expected to do because they see at this top their schedule for the week. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. It's very, very clear. Akatimas included lots of activities from the internet, maybe from the textbook. This DLM does not require any use of the textbook. Another good example would be English, also for class 2, also clearly labeled. What's different about this DLM is that it does include activities from the textbook. And so it also includes a do now, which is great because we love do nows. So for every day, there's a do now. And then there's also every day a textbook activity. And so when you go down to day 1, you see, okay, here's number 1. I'm going to have my do now. Then I'm going to do number 2. Then I'm going to do number 3, number 4. And then for number 5, it says textbook activity pages 8 and 9. Tick the activity you can do from the box with options like fly a plane, clean toys. Okay, that's the directions from the book. What I like is that Akutimis didn't copy the exercise from the textbook into the DLM because that's not necessary. She just put clear directions. Okay, now it's time to open your textbook, go to page 8 and 9, and this is what you're going to do. So that the students are very, very clear on what's expected for every day. All right, so those are really good things. I think what we need to work on for English, week 1 only has 3 days of activities, and we want to have 6. So previously we were doing 3 days of activity. Now we're doing 6 days of activities, just like before. It would also be great if in math we included a do now. And then it would also be good to include some textbook activities if they have their class 2 math book, which I don't know if they do. Okay, so that's all for right now, and I'll be back soon with another video.